This is Kavitha Kukunoor sending greetings from the USA. I thank the universe for bringing us together in these unprecedented times. I, on behalf of Homeopathy Study Group Pro Bono, is honored to have this privilege to present our work at Mission 5000 webinar series. I sincerely thank humanitarian Dr. Jawahar Shah for providing our Homeopathy Study Group an opportunity through webinar series, which is a wonderful platform to integrate homeopaths around the globe through Mission 5000 webinar series. We greatly appreciate Enlightenment Education team's hard work, efforts, dedication, and commitment. With much gratitude, I salute to founder of Homeopathy, Dr. Samuel Hahnemann. We grow when we are united and create a healthy and harmonious homeopathic world together. Thank you all.
Dear colleagues and friends, experience 1 hour 30 minutes of masterclass on achieving thriving practice in homeopathy approved by Aro and Achana by eminent speaker and clinician Dr. Kavitha Kukunoor. She runs a beautiful series of lectures with global speakers that have achieved a record audience. Register as a guest complimentary by filling up this Google form link. Then,
hello friends, sending greetings from USA. I thank the universe for giving me this great opportunity. It is a great honor and immense pleasure to share my knowledge and wisdom with all of you. I salute to founder of Homeopathy, Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, all my gurus and mentors. I sincerely thank humanitarian Dr. Jawahar Shah for providing us this wonderful platform to integrate homeopaths around the globe through Mission 5000. We greatly appreciate Enlightenment Education team's hard work, efforts, dedication, and commitment. My warmest welcome to all homeopaths. I consider Mission 5000 the ocean, and each of contributions we are doing are just a drop in it. However, without those drops, the ocean would not have been complete. As Mother Teresa said, we know only too well that what we are doing is nothing more than a drop in the ocean. But the drop were not there, the ocean would be missing something. Homeopathy is divine medicine, which follows the highest ideal of cure, as mentioned in Aphorism 2 in Organ of Medicine by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann. The highest ideal of cure is rapid, gentle, and permanent restoration of the health, or removal and annihilation of the disease in its whole extent, in the shortest, most reliable, and most harmless way, on easily comprehensible principles. Today, I am going to present my innovative thoughts and experiences similar to Bhagavad Gita. Every time we hear, we learn something important in our life journey. This session will cover a wide variety of topics like how to develop entrepreneur skills, tips for achieving thriving practices with philosophy in alphabetical way to inspire homeopaths with rubrics, case studies, and homeopathic organizations in USA. This is me, Kavitha Kukunoor from USA, President and CEO of Kavitha Holistic Approach, founder and director of Homeopathy Study Group team, and BHMS from India, board certified classical homeopath CCH from USA, registered member of North American Society of Homeopaths and certified HP supervisor in homeoprophylaxis. Served Free and Healthy Children International Board, past president of Homeopathy World Community, president and CEO, served HP WWC Board, lifetime member of National Center for Homeopathy and outreach coordinator of CHCPR Committee, LMHA member Lega Medicorium Homeopathica Internationalis. I'm so honored to receive Martha Aleman Community Service Award 2021 from National Center for Homeopathy at Joint American Homeopathic Conference, JHC 2021. And I convey deepest gratitude to my college, JSPS Homeopathic Medical College, for honoring me Best Entrepreneur of the Year 2021. I mentor students and conduct lectures on homeopathy and homeoprophylaxis internationally pro bono. Works on self-improvement and personality development. I'm a member of charitable Kevin Friendly Foundation, a non-profit organization that serves poor people in India, and author of book Beyond the Limits, a challenge to prove in oneself. You can reach me at kavithahomeo.com. And I hope this session would enlighten you in some way. As I said, like this session would cover at a higher level the entrepreneur skills and alphabetical and philosophical inspiring words and rubrics based upon those philosophical words and some remedies and case studies, and also homeopathy in USA and legal status. And at the end, we'll take some questions. So I hope you will enjoy this session and enlighten you in some way or the other. It was a great privilege and honor to be a speaker at JHC 2020, along with the world-renowned Professor Luke Monchner, virologist, Nobel laureate, HIV discoverer. Hope to see you all one day there. So main tips for homeopaths at a higher level. Niche. What is our niche? We need to identify our interest, our passion, our talent. And all this depends upon, again, with a goal in our mind. So that shows that what are we interested in. It could be anything. It could be getting 100 clients or 1,000 clients or 10,000 clients. Then we should know how to present ourselves, and our niche will become an elevator speech once we know why we do what we do and what people will pay for and what we are good at, our talents, the problems you solve that helps for the others. So everything in all of this, there is a clarity, there is a communication, the way you communicate. So more important thing is be passionate, which is your charisma. And as a service, as a healer, as a homeopath, whatever we do, that all becomes as our elevator speech. Our goal is to find clients who believe in us and reciprocate. And every client, you may not help, but at least some clients. And homeopath's manifesto, which we do for all the clients before we treating them, like I accept that I do not know this person's remedy state and I'm a well-trained homeopath and I will use my skills to identify the remedy state. After the case taking, I accept that I am not responsible to heal the world. I accept that I am not responsible for the pain and suffering of my client, not obligated to carry the burdens of my client. I accept my role as ally. I accept that my mistakes. I accept that I have opinions, ego, needs, and a shadow. I choose to be conscious, aware of how these impact my case taking. So this one, once we know, and our service as a healer and as a homeopath, acting as in energy medicine. I thank my Homeopathy Study Group team for the continuous support and all the homeopaths around the globe connecting, like Dr. Jawhar Shah is doing, connecting around all the world-renowned homeopaths, forming the study groups, professional networks. So we'll find here how to build the self-confidence, some at a higher level, strong leadership skills, and many more. Building confidence, one of the most important entrepreneur skill we need to have. With clients having the trust, you build the confidence and the trust go together. To restore their health, they trust you. And you should look fulfilled and balanced in your practice without any resentment or drain. Your goal is to empower yourself and client through the nature of interaction. And how do you build the confidence? It is through believe in yourself. You have, as Swami Vivekananda said, you have all power is within you and you can do anything and everything, as Swami Vivekananda said. Talk to yourself. If you don't talk, you will miss a great friend, important person. And when we have these strong leadership skills, then we can make homeopathy the number one. And ideally, 10,000 hours of investment is needed for a successful practice. So being confident and the work whichever you do sincerely for so many hours, you will have a successful practice. And once you consider yourself as a strong leader, then you be the change. You can see the change in the world. In order to see the change, you have to make a change. And as Mahatma Gandhi mentioned, homeopathy cures a larger percentage of cases than any other method of treatment and is beyond doubt safe, more economical, and most complete medicine. He is a great leader. Okay, now there is one technique which we all need to follow, a homeopath, visualization. And like it is like a reticular system where all this alpha, beta, theta, gamma, all the rays, everything. So they affect us so much. And once we visualize what we want, our dreams, what to achieve, and everything, it will come true. Woof is a technique, is a thing like wish, outcome, obstacle, and plan. So once you have a wish and work on that one, you should know what the outcome it would be and what obstacles you will be facing in that. And how do you plan to face those obstacles to achieve your outcome, your result. Integrating practitioners globally to provide awareness, protect, and promote homeopathy is as a leader you can do. And change is the law of universe. To see a change, you need to make change and you be the change. You be the leader and make everyone leader. As you see all the great persons. Albert Einstein said, everything is energy. And that's all there to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy, this is physics. This is the technique of visualization. You dream in the night, all the wish, whichever you want to have it. And another important skill is you need to develop is documentation, data collection, homeopathic proving, as Jeremy shared, and there are many great world-renowned homeopaths. Around the globe, they are doing this proving. Clinical and research studies, publications at peer-reviewed journals is must. So all of these skills, little bit each of these, we need to have that can help us to grow a better and best homeopath. Collect testimonials. It is very important. Clients who report a 90% improvement happily give testimonials and which help other clients to pursue, to believe in homeopathy, and many of them, they will refer you. So referrals, and referrals plays a very important role. And we always consider Dr. Jawahar Shah as one of the great homeopath, and with all the work he is doing. So through Mission 5000 and reaching every homeopath around the globe, and the clients, many clients reach and they get benefited. Practitioner networks, identify hurdles in your practice and get associated with local or international practitioners and like-minded people that will help you to grow. And research by Dr. Carol Dweck, Professor of Psychology, 2004 at Stanford University, shows two mindsets. See, what we do is like we have this fixed and growth mindset. Our brain and intelligence grow when we fail and struggle to succeed. So when compared to the fixed mindset and the growth mindset is, so the fixed mindset, they have limitations. They will do the things which they are good at and things which they are not, they try to avoid. And they do not like to be challenged, or the failures, they may not accept it. And when they are frustrated, they will give up and they stick to what they know. So it is like feedback and criticism, something comes up, they cannot take it. Whereas growth mindset, they're open. They take all the failures as an opportunity, stepping stone, and they like to grow. They take the criticism and they take the challenges that come up and can learn and do many more. Advanced technology. So creating websites, marketing strategy, publicity, make client form, electronic forms, writing articles, blogs in your local area or community website, advertising in souvenirs. There are so many ways where you can reach the public and promote your stuff. Sponsorship in youth activities by sharing knowledge of homeopathy everywhere, wherever whatever work you're doing in all the organizations, social organizations, and advertising in social media, Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, etc. And telemedicine is also one way to attract the clients and have a better practice. Special attention and care. So once we care our clients, they have so much good opinion and they trust you. So they keep with you for a long time. Be authentic by checking the client status, reliability in interactions, sending them the birthday cards, out of office notifications, giving hope and courage. When they're very sick, you can give them hope that they can get better. You can send them a greeting card and doing some that will build the trust. Doing charity in temples, churches, non-profit philanthropic organizations to promote awareness of homeopathy. And another one is educate. Educate public about efficacy of homeopathy. Homeopathy is an art and holistic method of healing, and it addresses the root and the basic cause of sickness. It works based on nature's principle, similia similibus curantur. Law of similus, like cures like. And I really like Dr. Jawahar Shah's on law of similus, where he mentioned the state of fluidity and getting oneness with the universe. That's really a wonderful experience where we see ourselves in the nature. And homeopathic remedies are highly diluted, energetic, and spiritual in action. Now let us come to the philosophy and inspiring words that make a difference in our lives. Attitude, achiever, accept, art of living, attachment, belief, balance, confidence, challenge, code of ethics, discipline, disposition, decision, diet, earnestness, emotions, exercise, fast, forgiveness, friendship, faith, goal-oriented, God, heart, history maker, happy, habit, honesty, individualization, joyful, kindness, learning, law of nature, leadership, mindfulness, mega living, mastery, mission, and many more based upon the alphabetical way how we can inspire ourselves in our daily life. Normal, nurture, openness, patience, professional conduct, passion, quick, react, ready, silence, smile, strategy, strong, social intelligence, transformation, timing, trust, unity, unprejudiced observer, victory, vital force, vanity, warmth, willpower, water, walk, expert, you, yoga, zeal, and zen. Now let us go through these inspiring words, which are in alphabetical way, philosophy, and that we will implement in our lives. Because our life is a mixture of philosophy and spirituality and homeopathy. Attitude is everything. And change your attitude, you change your life. By Jeff Keller. Always be mellow, and the world will be sweet to you. And in order to achieve what you want, to fulfill your dreams, so always be an achiever. Once you accept the limits, you can grow. So before you accept your limitations, the life brings to you, and do not dive in rage. For mental peace, attachment gives you stress, but non-attachment gives you mental peace. And again, life is all about art of losing. And this is from book Beyond the Limits, where I shared my life experiences in the form of book Life of an Young Indian Woman Overseas as She Looks at Self. This is when I was in USA first time, as if I felt like in desert, Sahara Desert, and looking for hope, confidence, and to build my practice. So here it says, I am convinced that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I react it. And so it is with you. And we are in charge of our attitudes by Charles Swinton. Now let us take a rubric with the word attitude. Strange attitude and position possessed as if. We find it in mind gestures and Testimonial, one remedy. Let us take a short case study. Boy of 6 years old, and he was diagnosed with autistic spectrum disorder and otitis media. And at the age of 2 years and 6 months, he was diagnosed as ASD. But currently, he's having ear infection. He had right ear surgery at the age of 3. He's hot, sensitive, and have painful ears. He laughs immoderately and very hyper, always restless, and looks at one particular angle. The one peculiar thing is when his sister tickles, he gets so angry and he's jealous of his sister too. So warm body gets heated up easily, wants to be naked and has sensory issues. He has ear tubes inserted and the fluid comes out of it. Other symptoms are nasal discharge, which turns yellow and green. And whenever he gets fever, it would be high and he gets convulsions. Though he is hyper, sometimes he hides and himself is very shy. He always keeps his things organized and wants them at a particular place. So doing repertorization by complete repertory and Zomio, below rubrics were considered. Mind laughing involuntarily, mind activity, hyperactivity, mind affections, children kiss and caress, eye staring, naked, wants to be, hyperesthesia of cutaneous, ear eustachian tubes and ear discharges yellow, and generalities heated, warmed, hot, becoming, aggravation. The remedies that came up are phosphorus, hyoscyamus, belladonna, pulsatilla, ignitia, stramonium. And one remedy is stramonium that has all these peculiar features. Anger, tickled or pinched being, only one remedy. And it covers the other symptoms, delirium, cheerful, gay alternating with laughing immoderately and fixed at one particular staring. And shy, hides himself. And when we see Roger Morrison's, the other symptoms of stramonium with fear of darkness, fear of water, and fear of alone, rage, so violent behavior. And stramonium belongs to Selenism. Shankar's chart this one, and we find all the symptoms like that violence, fright, something happens suddenly with great intensity, sudden intense, violent terror, flight or fight, and other remedies which we can belongs to the solanaceae are belladonna, stramonium, nicotinum, hyoscyamus, and many more. So we'll see the passive reaction and active reaction depending upon what they have it and how the compensation. I'm not going in detail because these are just short cases. Differential diagnosis will be the hyoscyamus, stramonium, and belladonna. And again, we have this based upon little bit jealousy more in hyoscyamus and fear more in stramonium and belladonna. Suspiciousness is little compared to the more in stramonium. So based upon his inflammatory symptoms, belladonna 30C was given and repeated every 2 to 3 hours interval, which helped to reduce the ear pain and the inflammation. It was repeated until he feels better. And after 1 week, his symptoms changed. He became more mild and he cries for no reason, cranky and needs attention, affection. And he also developed the greenish yellow discharges from ear. Now the remedies pulsatilla 30C was given based upon his symptoms, and it is repeated couple of doses every 3 hours, and his ear pain gradually reduced. So belladonna for acute inflammatory symptoms, as we know, redness, hot, hyperactivity, hyperesthesia, and pulsatilla for the change of symptoms, mild, yellowish greenish discharge, needs affection, caries, and he was also given supplement pink remedy. It is a color of love and adds soft emotional element to his harsh mind. It offers sweetness, calmness, and brings peace of mind. And also he was given Cali Self 6X for pain and inflammation and yellow discharges. Eventually that helped him to recover fast. And after 2 months, his mother says that his old symptoms have come back. He's more hyperactive, violent, and his fear in the night has become more. He's not able to sleep and gets easily angry and jealous of his sister and angry when tickled. So he was given stramonium 200C 3 doses. After 1 day, the child was more calm, less hyper and happy. The remedy was repeated when there is a relapse of symptoms. So follow-up was made after 2 or 3 months, and he made improvement by repeating these acute and the constitutional remedies as per his symptoms. And finally, he achieved homeostasis. So stramonium patient feels like helpless. And this child, he will be in his own world, and he sometimes gets with his sister. And the rubrics, delusion, is alone in the wilderness, clings, a child awakens terrified, knows no one, clings to those near, and delusion of black objects and people and frightful animals. And here is the testimonial where he's so calm and able to write, focus.
Good job writing, Dheeraj. Very nice. I see a pillow. Sollu. I see a pillow. Good job.
And here is a testimonial from mother who was so happy after the remedy.
Hi, we have a son who is 6 years old and is autistic. Apart from his autism, he has a lot of ear-related issues and throat issues. So because of that, we had to do an operation 2 years before. And last year, they told that they have to redo the operation. Like they have to replace the ear tube and check for his adenoids and tonsils again. So doing this operation again and again is a nightmare for us with an autistic son. So we didn't have a choice and we were stuck. So then a friend referred homeopathic medicine, and he referred us to Dr. Kavitha. So we contacted her and she did a detailed analysis on my son, on his symptoms, and she suggested some remedies. From last year I am following, and we never had to do an operation again, and now he is doing really better. It is only once we have visited the hospital after we have contacted Dr. Kavitha. With the symptoms changing, she mentions the appropriate remedies for his ears and nose. So it's really working wonders. Thank you.
He achieved homeostasis. Happy. Now, belief. Let us go to the second one in our alphabetical order. Belief. Believe in yourself is the first secret to success. And believe what your heart says. And always we should count our blessings. Thank universe. Instead of counting our problems, we should count our blessings and keeping ourselves balanced at all levels, physically, mentally, emotionally. So let us find a rubric with the belief. Mind, under mind, believes all she says is a lie. And we find that one remedy, lac caninum. Short case study, female, 49 years old. She was diagnosed with left breast cancer like 1 year back. And since then, she was more anxious about her health. And she thinks it is an incurable disease. And she started to become introverted. But she still wants to be with family. And she came up with pharyngitis. So her symptoms with inflammation of the throat alternating left side and to the right side, sometimes left, sometimes right, and occasionally it rages to the ears. She feels better by cold drinks and easily hurt. The one feeling she has is she thinks that she is telling lies all the time. And she do not want to have control, do not want to be controlled, and other fears like fear of snakes. She loves dogs. And physical symptoms, swollen breast before periods, and nothing much other than that. And she wants appreciation and keeps her feelings inside. Says like, I do not want to be victim. Appetite, ravenous, and she desires spicy food. So kingdom classifications, like everything, she is comparing herself with others. If others are, she's little obese, so she thinks envy on people who are thin because she wants to become thin like them. And retract back her emotions, craves attention, and very excited when she is with people. Hysterical, aggressive type, pharyngitis and headaches. Pharyngitis better with cold drinks, and pain radiates to ears with swallowing. Sensation of vertigo as if floating, and fear of snakes, and fainting is there, which is there also there in argentum nitricum, fear of snakes, and aversion to touch. This is spicy food, pepper and alcohol, alternating sides, and inflammation which alternates slides is there. All these symptoms are there in lac caninum, and it is one of the best PMS remedy. When we see Pathak's Medica, it's full of imaginations, horrid, of snakes, and very forgettable, makes mistakes in writing and speaking. And another feature is feels as if walking on air or not touching the bed when lying down. Thinks himself of little consequence and thinks whatever she says is lie, and sees her body as disgusting. So we find all these symptoms in lac caninum. Symptoms alternate sides, chilly, better from cold, desire salt, spices, and fears. She was given lac caninum 203 doses and follow-up after 1 month. She was very happy and all her symptoms got 90% reduced within 1 week. And she referred 3 more clients. Now, another word is confidence. Be self-confident, and never lose your sweetness, your confidence. That is the key for your success. And always follow the code of ethics at all times. And when looking here, I would like to read the 7 habits of Stephen Covey, where he says, like, all this help in their building the confidence. Be proactive, begin with end in mind, put first things first, and think win-win. Seek to understand first before making yourself understood. Learn to synergize, sharpen the saw. So all this will help you in building your confidence and see life as a challenge. To be a better person, challenge yourself and cut off all the negative things that are stopping your progress. So we'll find a rubric with confidence. Want of self-confidence, failure after aggression. So symptoms like prematurely old, senile, ask questions but do not wait for the answer before saying something else. And silly loquacity, averse to company, especially when defecating, cannot pass stool in the presence of nurse if someone enters in the house or public restrooms, and worse from conversation, participating or in hearing. Some rubrics of ambrosia is like in company, they have anxious and aversion to company and fear of strangers, timidity, bashful, modern society girls, strangers' presence aggravates, embarrassment aggravates. So we'll find a rubric with the word cut. Cut off your negative thoughts, like we'll find a rubric. Delusion, hallucinations, imaginations, cut through as if he were stramonium. A short, quick case, male 55 years, thinks his life is waste and do not have any hope to live and do not ventilate his feelings. And he has a feeling that his legs are cut off. Nothing makes him happy. He's depressed and even suicidal sometimes and do not like to eat and do not like to intermingle, very angry. So just based upon the symptom and other symptoms, he was given stramonium 1M. Legs were cut off. That symptom was most prominent. After stramonium 1M, he became more positive. He was able to eat well. He could not shave his like 1 month. It has been 1 month, but after the remedy, immediately he was able to shave and went for a walk. He was more energetic, calm, and very happy. Now we'll see discipline. Discipline yourself, your mind and body. Discipline your mind and body. And good disposition helps us make healthy and take right choices. See, when we are healthy and take good decisions, our right decisions, then everything goes in sync. Good and healthy diet keeps you with healthy thoughts. And in Organ of Medicine, aphorism 210 to 230, Dr. Hahnemann mentions diseases of mental and emotional levels, patient disposition, mental disposition, like we know, like yielding nature, Sadisha, and pulsatilla, so many, like the nature of the cruelty or jealousy, loquacity, and many more based upon the dispositions. And now let us go with the discipline. Rubric, easy to discipline. We see in Natromur, only one remedy. And when coming to the Natromur, ailments from grief, disappointment, love, they keep to everything to themselves, and irritability when questioned. And if you look at the child, their eyes are with water, like so sensitive, easily gets hurt. Dreams of crimes, accusations, they dwell on past incidents, past mistakes. face expression guilty and torments himself, sad during menses, and the music aggravates. Cheerful alternating with sadness, fear or dreams of robbers, absent-minded, revengeful, extremely forgetful, and these natural patients are very perfectionist, so sensitive and easily get hurt, so they avoid company. And earnestness. Now we'll find a rubric which says mind serious earnestness, morose, oromet. Another great remedy with ailments from grief, humiliation, and with suicidal thoughts, anguish, peevish, vehement, brooding melancholy, feeling of condemnation and utter worthlessness, weeping, praying and self-reproaching from heart disease, violent hysteria. He feels like he has neglected the duty. Highly responsible people, and they cannot show their that grief. They act so nice, very good in front of others, even though they are undergoing so much grief in them. And now let us see fast. You have to be very fast. Like when we procrastinate anything, then we might miss great opportunities in life. So whichever are high priority, always do them the first. And let us say a rubric. Mind delusions, imaginations walk. Someone walks behind him fast. He feels that's a delusion. And one remedy, staphysagria. So where he sees like his shadow or something is following. Someone is following him. Forgiveness, that is most important. And when you forgive someone, then you will get mental peace. You will free yourself. It is the greatest gift. And friendship is priceless treasure. Having unconditional friendships with dear and good friends, it's a priceless. So you have to accept them the way they are to have a unconditional friendships and healthy relationships. Faith in yourself and in God are the key for success. And failure, as again, failure is stepping stone for success. So it will help us to grow, take the challenges to grow even to the better level. Otherwise, we cannot grow unless we have this as a challenge. Gratitude, be grateful for the life you have. The more you are close to God, the more God is close to you. Ramana Maharshi. So keep your goal in mind. God, goal, gratitude. Once you have that gratitude, you can get to a higher level because you already have achieved your goal in life and you are expressing the gratitude of what you have achieved. Keep goal in your mind and work towards it. And you have belief in yourself and belief in faith in God. Let us find a rubric. Mind delusions, imaginations, life transcend is must reach his goal to be remembered. He feels like his life is transient and must reach his goal. Ignis alcoholus, fire has been used as a means of sending messages and offerings to heaven. And fire represents truth. So here they have this feeling like dictatorial, they love the power and they are not afraid. They always says like, I go before you always, come follow me. And this is beautiful things finally. Now, heart. Put your heart in your mind. Follow your heart. Follow the lead. And once you're happy, you can do many things. Be happy not because everything is good, but because you see good in everything. So when you follow your heart and you are happy, then you will create a good history maker by your choices. Create a habit of success by 21-day rule. Anything which you do for 21 days continuously, it will become a habit. So keep the good habits, what you want to achieve. And again, in all of this, the honesty. Be honest and do all of this. That will be great thing for our success. May honesty be your footprints on planet. And heart. We'll find a rubric, mind anxiety, motion aggravation in heart complaints. One remedy, digitalis. We all know it's a good heart remedy. Anxious about the future, sadness with sleeplessness, from unhappy love, from music. He has fear of suffocation at night, wants to be alone, and every shock is felt in epigastrium. These are at a higher level, and the main keynotes and confirmatory symptoms I'm not going through, but least movement aggravates. Great anxiety, like from troubled consciousness, feels as if he would fly to pieces. And individuality, be unique in your own way. Others may follow. Mind individuality, sense of. So when you are unique in your way, others may follow you. And the rubric is sense of individuality. LSD. Acute LSD poisoning gives the symptoms like excitement, hyperactivity, restless, hypermania with flight of ideas, incoherent thinking, paranoid ideation, fearfulness, suspicion, and early euphoria will be there with liability and abrupt switches, and in late, general depression of mood. Hysterical. Now joyful. The more you smile, the more happy and healthy you look. Worry less and give more. So expect less, worry less, and be in moment. That like as power of now, like Oprah Winfrey and Elcott. So they all says like being in power of being in the state, being now will help you to avoid many stress. And like our mind is with full of ideas, around 65,000 per minute, all the ideas will share in our mind, and 65,000 thoughts per day and 2,500 per hour. So much is going on. So separate your mind from your body and be happy and smiling. We'll find a rubric, mind joy alternating with irritability, cyclamen. Cyclamen symptoms, few symptoms, dull, sleepy, morose, joyous feeling alternating with irritability, sadness as if he committed a bad act or not done his duty. The room seems too small and thinks she's alone and persecuted, and imaginary grief she has. Now we'll find word with kindness. You be kind and world will smile at you. Beautiful smile of Mother Teresa. And a rubric, weeping, tearful mood children in, spoken to when kindly. Silesia. So Silesia constitution is very highly introverted, yielding nature and refinement, very sensitive but strong, ethical there, and they have strong opinions, yet rarely impose them on others. Chilly and delicate, the situation absolutely demands it. On the other outside, they can be very easygoing, even acquiescent and delicate, but they are determined. And introverted, obstinate, headstrong children, lack of self-confidence, starts from slight noise, they have brain fag, complaints from anticipation, cannot express himself correctly, disgust for life, wishes to drown himself, cries when spoken kindly to, with physical weakness and torpidity. Now, leadership. Be a successful leader. Be good to others and good comes to you. That's a law of nature. And always learning something new. Always consider yourself as a lifelong learner. We'll find a rubric, forgetfulness, learn, repeat cannot, what he by heart. One remedy, meserium. Ellen's encyclopedia, we'll see a few symptoms. very sad, indifferent to the whole world, hypochondriac, takes no pleasure in anything. He wants to say all kinds of annoying things, forgetful, was unable to recollect what had recently occurred or said, and inclined to quarrel. I have a client always wants to quarrel, and with skin symptoms and depression, he was given meserium and he was really made great improvement. Weary of life, longing for death. Now, mindfulness in deep peace, it's meditation is one of the key that balances your life. Lead a mega living life to enjoy to the fullest. Mastery 2020 rule. And here I would like to say Robin Sharma's 5 a.m. book club, where he mentions about this mastery and mega living. So where he says like waking up at 5 a.m., how it improves our happiness, health, and further success. So this 2020 rule is like 20 minutes of movement where we can do cardio, work, yoga, or exercise that increases your heart rate and your sweat, which release the cortisol. And the other 20 minutes for reflection, where what you make a journal, what to accomplish. It could be meditation or you focus on yourself. And the other 20 minutes will be for learning, read a book or a podcast or of any of your interests. So this really helps for a better life. This is like a habit protocol where you focus on yourself, the capitalization, eliminate distractions that comes into your life, and for the personal mastery. And this really helps. And basically the 1990 rule, where you do one thing for 90 days, 90 hours, one thing that will also give a success. And mind confusion of mind, heart complaints in valvular. One remedy, chelidonium, Clark's Metamedica chelidonium majors, remarkable tranquility of mind for 2 or 3 days, followed after a while by ill humor. They are absent-minded, low-spirited, and restless, but felt he had committed the unpardonable sin. Periodic and violent palpitations with the tightness of chest. And motherly nature, being normal to your who you are, and nurture other practitioners. Be nice and respect the other practitioners. Mind dullness, morning rising, on and after, earlier than normal. You feel so dull. And one mentha piperata, the feature is like activity desire for passionate, which combines excitement, pleasure, and this pleasant and tremulous exhilaration, rush of ideas, loquacity, excitability physically, irritability, fright, anxiety, and unpleasant surprises. Audacity, bulimia, busy, confusion of mind, identity as to his duality sensation of. From Messimum, activity desire for ambition, much ambitious, expectation great from himself. Bulimia, confusion of mind, identity as to his. Delusion, imaginations appreciated that he is not. Narcissist, industrious, reproaches himself accomplished enough because he had not. Dreams of body parts, falling of teeth, openness. Be open to all changes. Accept all changes. Mind anger, air open desires. Anacardium. Fixed ideas, two wills. There is no reality in anything. Lack of self-confidence. Desire to swear and curse. Fear of paralysis. Contradictory impulses. Laughs at serious things. Suicidal tendency by shooting. Hears voices far away or of the head, clairvoyant, suspicious, refuses to eat for fear of being poisoned, very easily offended, senile dementia. Patience. Always be patient. Never lose your patience. If you are not patient, the patient will lose you. Always maintain good professional conduct. Be passionate. Mind play gambling passion for cards. Playing. One remedy, Brosimium cordyceps, Mama Kadala. So this Mama Kadala is a common remedy with a great common ceredo species with a great importance on medicine folk, and they have the symptoms like dreams, money, play, gambling, passion for, censorious, critical, and compassionate, too much generous, discouraged, and they are doubtful, indecisive, company aversion to, and feels like they have delusions wrong, everything is wrong. And they have dreams of meetings, misanthropy, misfortune, dreams disaster, pessimist, dreams money, play gambling passion for, be quick in your actions but be precise. Mind answering abruptly, shortly, quick after uterine hemorrhage, sepia. So few rubrics, anger from contradiction, cares full of about domestic efforts, exertion from mental aggravates, fear of poverty, hysteria, and indifference to everything, weeping when telling her symptoms, sickness, and will contradiction of. When we see Pathak remedy, busy when ameliorates, and sadness over one's health, lying on hands and knees ameliorates, sadness domestic affairs over, desire for bitter drinks. React, do not react, but respond. So be ready to embrace all opportunities. So respond is something where you think and give, and react is something where you immediately react to the situation without thinking about the consequences and everything. You immediately react. So it is always good to respond rather than immediate react. And the rubric, the nerve exhaustion, vital forces, loss of power to react. Capsicum, capricious and changeable mood, homesick with red face and sleeplessness, and disposition to suicide, awkward, runs into everything, dipsomania, always on the lookout for insults, laughs and weeps alternatively. Passive reaction words would be anesthetic, stupefied, lack of irritability, cowardice, analgesia, stupefaction, and active one will be escape, flee, flight, run away, shrieking, startling in sleep, rage, flare up. Sometimes now word silence. Sometimes silence is the loudest reply, and always keep smiling. Have a strategy in your plans that helps you to reach your goals fast. Plan the strategy the way we can achieve your goal. Be strong and believe in your insights, ability to know about oneself and others. So always be strong and believe in your thoughts. Rubric, mind smiling, weeping with pulsatilla, windflower. Rubrics, carried, decides to be. Delusion alone, she is always. Forsaken feeling, yielding disposition, ailments from jealousy, childishness, religious despair of salvation, selfishness is also there. Transform to new beginnings. Mission 5000 will transform your life. It's a game changer. So do right things at right time. Timing is always important. Be truthful as your gift to the world. Mind delusions, imaginations, changed everything has. Growing and transforming. AIDS. Virulence monitor, AIDS. desire for company, delusions of not being appreciated, of being a child, of being friendless, of being naked, tranquility. Fear of high places, fear of narrow places, desire to kill everyone, and dwells on his childhood, on past disagreeable occurrences, eating in company ameliorates. Unity. We grow when we are united. And when, as an unprejudiced observer, make decisions, see all your clients without any prejudice. Mind and disposition vexation. Past vexations arise from most indifferent thoughts and from every occurrence in life. Unite with new vexations, cannot free himself from them. One remedy, sulfur. Herring's guiding symptoms, depressed about her illness and out of humor. Anxiety about soul salvation, indifference about others, too lazy to rouse himself up. Lazy, we know sulfur as lazy and dirty and unhappy to live. Hypochondriasis after suppression of eruption. Irritable mood, dread of being washed in children, aversion to take bath. Fine faulting, great disinclination to speak, ill-humored. Victory, be in right path and it leads to the victory. Keep your vital force at highest spiritual level, the spiritual level that connects you to the universe. Vanity and pride walk in togetherness. So let ego come out of you and it will take you to the heights. Mind vanity make up too much. One remedy, lycopodium. Want of self-confidence, egotism, sentimental, cowardice, contemptuous, hard for subordinates and agreeable to the people, others, dictatorial, power of love, fear, being alone, hungry while eating, and timidity appearing in public, but capable of weeping when thanked. Pathak in mathematical uses strangest presence of aggravates. Share your unconditional love and warmth. Where there is love, there is life. Quote from Mahatma Gandhi. Love is the greatest gift you can give to someone. Selfless love. Have strong willpower. Willpower like a lion. If you want to be a winner, then be fearless like a lion. Turkish proverb, a lion sleeps in the heart of every brave man. Be like water, as Bruce Lee said. Take the shape of the container, flexible in both mind and body, open-minded, and able to change and adapt to the new circumstances or circumstances which are not in favorable. Infinity walk or number 8 style, as in Siddha Yoga. Walking has many health benefits. Out of few, infinity walk improves the concentration, balance and rhythm, builds confidence, systemic skills, and mainly used for brain injury. It's a therapeutic way and better coordination, multisensory integration, and for learning disabilities and many more. Mind dullness, warmth, amelioration, Sambucus. Sudden violence, sadism, misfortune, disaster, all the features of ambulatory. Drowned, paralyzed feeling, and gentle motion ameliorates. Expert, be an expert in whatever you do. Xenophobia is fear of individuals who look or behave differently than those one is accustomed to, by Robin Mary Shaw. So some of the xenophobia, fear of strangers remedies we can find is Paretacard, causticum, carbovage, cupramate, califos, gelsemium, pulsatilla, lacasis thuja. and you are more important and blessed by God. Yoga is something which makes you find your inner peace, inner consciousness, connect to it, self-realization. You are worthy. You are someone, you are very special. You are only version of you to ever exist in the universe. You are great and you are very special. Mind and disposition. Child do not want to be touched, cannot bear you to come near it. Desires many things which it refuses when offered. Chamomilla. Chamomilla becomes rude and abusive because he perceives injury from other offenses. Composite family plus typhoid myism. Anger, irascibility, children in stiff become bent backward and carry desires to capriciousness in children. The last one is zeal. Do things with zeal, lots of zeal. And Zen is philosophy of reality. Rubric, mind, disposition, excitement, emotions, quick, brisk, performed with uncontrollable zeal. Secuta virosa. Shankaran's soul of remedies. The theme of Secuta is that the patient has been hurt so deeply and horribly in the past by another human being, especially a man, that she regresses into a childlike state and shuts out the rest of the world. And Pathak's Mathematica, childish behavior, sings, dances, shouts, moaning, howling, weeping, excessively affected by sad stories, mistrust, and shunning of man. Coming to the legal practice of homeopathy in USA. So, for international homeopathic practitioners who come to USA with valid US visa, they must know about the legal practice of homeopathy because the legal practice here in USA is different from India and other countries. Though homeopathy is federally recognized medicine, backed by thousands of research studies and papers and clinical trials, the Food and Drug Cosmetic Act classifies homeopathic medicines as drugs. So the legal practice in USA is different, and we are not considered as licensed US medical doctors and not allowed to use the word diagnose, prescribe, cure, etc. But we are considered as certified professional registered homeopathic practitioners. And there are a couple of things, the code of professional ethics, which we need to follow, protecting our state, legal status. And professional liability insurance, following with the CCH or the NICE certified homeopaths, they get this professional liability insurance. And this code of ethics will maintain only professional and healthy relationships with the clients. Respect your peer homeopaths. You need to set boundaries, healthy boundaries, and can take the second opinion as a referral. The purpose of interaction with the client is to benefit them. And so health freedom laws for individual patients and their right to choose their health care treatment. And it includes the integrative health alternatives and for legislative changes to protect our rights to make healthy care decisions consistent with our beliefs and values. Because homeopathy is growing big time in recent years with hundreds of millions of dollars in annual sales. With the increase in popularity and sales, homeopathy has come under threat and being aimed as labeling and claims on over-the-counter homeopathy products as well as safety and effectiveness from the Food and Drug Administration and the Federal Trade Commission, both federal regulatory agencies. Lobbying of big pharma is very effective. According to the National Institute of Health, NIH, over 6 million people in the United States use homeopathy. And homeopathy is under threat in US, and Americans for Homeopathy Choice have raised petitions to protect homeopathy. The homeopathic organizations like NCH, Advocacy for Homeopathy, Working Group, AHWG, Americans for Homeopathy Choice, and American Association of Homeopathic Pharmacists, Integrative Health Policy Consortium, through Public Policy Committee, closely monitors congressional and regulatory activity of homeopathy-related issues to assess potential effects and take action as needed. The goal is to ensure that homeopathy is an accessible healthcare option to all. American Board of Homeotherapeutics also works on this one. And regulatory advocacy from advocacy point, regulatory and legislative. We request the FDA establish regulations that would ensure consumers through petitions to protect homeopathy. The Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia of United States, HPUS, can also be a guide for what products are prescription versus OTC. And we can make difference by having a conversation with a legislator, a policy maker, or a key official. So advocacy for accessing to homeopathy as an effective, non-toxic and affordable system of medicine. And homeopathy as a complementary and integrative medicine must be included in the health insurance sector for reimbursement. FSA, flexible savings account, and HSA are covered to some extent for the practitioner fees. And coming to the educational standard protocols, through in India Ministry of Ayush and Center for Council for Homeopathy and governing bodies, here Council for Homeopathic Certification, CHC, HINA, assuring educational excellence within the discipline of classical homeopathy, and Institute of Credentialing Excellence, NCCA, National Commission for Certifying Agency accredited program conducting through CHC, which equates homeopathy with other certified healthcare professionals. And also, we have these safe harbor laws for consumer protection laws, which there is a movement in the United States to pass to have these safe harbor laws to make it legal for homeopaths and other natural health practitioners to practice their craft of brewing. Although the nation's first safe harbor law was passed in Minnesota in 1999, but it was not in effect until 2000. CHC, most important homeopathic organizations in USA, few I'm listing here: CHC, NASH, HINA, NCH, American Institute of Homeopathy, Homeopathic Academy of Naturopathic Physicians, Academy of Homeopathy, Institute for Credentialing Excellence, NCCA. CHC, Council for Homeopathic Certification, and this CHC provides the most prestigious credential for homeopaths, CCH, which stands for Certified Classical Homeopath. The Council for Homeopathic Certification, CHC, is a nationally recognized organization for certifying classical homeopaths in the United States and in Canada. The gold standard, it made the gold standard for homeopaths practicing all over the North America. It was founded in 1991 and is a non-profit organization managed by board of directors who are representatives of diverse homeopathic community. CHC advanced the homeopathy profession by certifying individuals who meet and maintain a recognized standard of professional and ethical competence in classical homeopathy, and provides the public the qualified registered homeopaths. So in 2017, the CHC was accredited by the National Commission for Certifying Agencies, NCCA, making it the only national accredited homeopathy certifying organizations in North America. And our CHC organization is proud and feels honored to achieve this milestone in the history of homeopathic profession. NCCA validation of expertise standard equates homeopathy with other certified healthcare professionals. And CHC has joined the allied group of NCC accredited organizations and is widely recognized by policy makers and healthcare officials. So it administers and maintains the entry-level competence exam, maintains homeopathy profession standards by classical homeopathy stakeholders, and again have the recertification to build the knowledge beyond the entry level. For the eligibility for CHC exam is 500 hours of homeopathy education, 500 hours of homeopathy clinical training, and college level anatomy, physiology, and human pathology courses. So education and training must be from programs accredited HINA or approved by and or eligible by CHO approval. Most recently, the North America residency requirement for taking the exam was lifted. So they can be eligible to take the exam at any testing center located in the United States or Canada. And practitioners outside of US and Canada, if they are interested to become CHC certified, they need to have their transcripts evaluated by the third-party education evaluation prior to applying to the CHC exam. And if you have any questions, please reach at chcinfo@homeopathicdirectory.com. The other organization is North American Society of Homeopaths, NASH. NASH is dedicated for promoting, representing, and serving as a voice of all professional homeopaths in North America. NASH aims to develop and uphold the highest level of excellence in homeopathic practice, while enhancing the role of the homeopathic profession as an integral part of healthcare delivery. And NASH provides the RS Home credential, registered homeopath, and there is a different membership like registered membership, associate membership, student membership, and school membership, depending upon what they wanted to intend and how it helps and benefits. So for practitioners, the registered membership is there annually, and there is a lot of information with the news, journals, the American Homeopath, a wonderful journal with all the great information. So much is there, case studies, and NASH Code of Ethics and Rules, responsibility to patients and clients, confidentiality, scope of practice, professional conduct and representation, and maintain the integrity of professional community by Code of Ethics, the American Homeopath Journal annually, and NASH goals to legitimize homeopathy as a profession through a strong political voice, through healthcare system, and establish credibility of registered homeopaths as professionals who contribute to the public healthcare system, and have a registered homeopaths directory. Can visit homeopathy.org. National Center for Homeopathy. And there is an upcoming Giant American Homeopathic Conference 2022. So do not miss that one, which is on April 22 to 24. And there are for the National Center for Homeopathy, they have a discount coupon if they can reach us. So through we can provide Kavitha 2021, they can use it to get the membership. And they have the different membership, individual, professional, organization, lifetime, and student membership with lots of member resources. And we have made a video about NASH, CHC, and about HINA with Dr. Jawhar Shah with 2-hour CU on COVID. To reach National Center for Homeopathy, homeopathycenter.org. And the references, thank you so much to all the doctors who have contributed. Dr. Shankaran's plant drug remedies, soul of remedies, Pathax, Boric, Herrings, Miller's Therapeutics, Massimo, and Allen's Encyclopedia, Vermeulen's. Tribute to David Warkington, who was the creator of Mac repertoire and reference works. And tribute to my dearest friend Debbie Brugg, who passed away in 2018. And thank Ka Homeopathy Study Group Pro Bono entire team for the support. And it's a non-profit educational website, helps to provide continuing education credits for CHC and non-CHC candidates. So in nutshell, the main things we need to consider are the practitioner networks, study groups or professional networking, And the important points like self-confidence, strong leadership skills, visualization, whoop, change, law of similars, law of universe, and the documentation, testimonials. At higher level, I'm going referrals, advanced technology, telemedicine, special care and attention, adaptability, and having the opportunities, create opportunities, clarity, proper communication, develop your skills, talents, and be an inspiration, be a role model, and self-improvement and personality. So mindset, heart set, soul set, and so we need to have all of this balance, our mind, body, soul. And strong leadership skills can lead you to the higher level. A very big thank you to Dr. Jawahar Shah and Enlightenment team for giving this wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much, and we look forward to associate with you soon. Thank you.